is 2010, going into 2011, 12. So this is when most people are getting an iPhone now. They're turning in their Android. They're turning in their Palm Pilot and their Black.
But they turned into BlackBerry with the little scroll thing in the middle that you was playing Brick Breaker with. Good times. I mean, you know what? He's not lying though. Our phones weren't that weren't so distracting. Like back in the day, all you just had was that small little screaming buttons. Your phone wasn't that cool except for to talk to people on the phone with. And then when texting came out, that got a little bit distracting, but your phone still wasn't that interesting. Touchscreen came out, apps like, Snapchat, Instagram got a little nicer. Then that's where this whole scroll thing became a problem. When phones start allowing you to scroll, man, shit got bad. And attention spans, they took a dip.
BlackBerry. They're like, it's iPhone, right?
Yep.
So now we have
Blackberries
apps.
are starting to die.
So now we have apps, and the apps work better on the iPhone than they do. So everybody's like, let me see this, right? So Instagram's out 2010, 2012. Tinder. This is hookup culture. So hookup culture for people, many people.
Now, when Tinder came out, it was during my college years, and shout out Tinder, but it was toxic. It was very toxic. You look. I'll tell you one of the main reasons why my first semester I was damn near on financial probation. Of course, I got my shit together, but I'm gonna tell you why. Not financial, but academic probation. My first semester in college is mainly because of Tinder. I'll be so freaking honest with you. That was like my biggest distraction. Honestly, when it came to most of my goals in life that I've achieved, women were my biggest distraction. I love women. I love them to death. And that's probably my problem. And I've had to learn throughout the years how to separate myself from them and while working on my goals. As much as I love women.
We're born in hookup culture. Yeah. Hookup culture is brand new. 2012. You can swipe. You're not a loser too much anymore for joining Tinder. Although people, if you met a girl and then you met her family down the line, you would never say, "Hey, I met my girl on Tinder." You probably would I met her at a coffee shop. It still was.
Yes, exactly. Back in the day, I would be prescribed as a F boy, a thotty boy, an F boy. That's pretty much what I was. But I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for Tinder. All the options I had, and all I had to do was just scroll left, right, and then I had all the options around me in the next 40 miles. I have a car. I have a job. I can afford gas. Hey, I was taking out of town trips. Okay, I was doing wild stuff in my 18 through 22. Okay, wild things.
Passe. But now women can reach the woman that is considered 4, 5, 6, and 7. She can reach 6-pack ab muscle. She can reach a guy.
But now I'm a complete gentleman and a sweetheart. Now, okay, never mind. Okay, sometimes I'm a fuckboy on the weekend, but usually the times I'm a gentleman.
And she would hook up with him. She wouldn't want a relationship with him. She's trying to get her rocks off underneath. Then she would go find beta man.
So basically this whole social circle circumference game that they had to adhere to and to avoid being shamed in the 90s and the 2000s, that's gone now. That anonymity is finally here that they've been looking for.
They got they could just do under the cover at night, 9:30, meet somebody on Instagram, meet somebody on Tinder, come through. Now women will blame the men for this, but I'm telling you, it was them doing this whole thing where they can get their rocks off and get the sex that they want, get choked, hair pulled, all the dirty shit that they're watching. Now women are more likely to consume porn at this point, because if you were a guy in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, and you bought a Playboy magazine, women are like, "Oh, you one of those guys." Now women want to be Playboy models. Yep. Now you're seeing model mayhem, and a lot of the women wanting to be models now. And what
you mean, bro? We got women coming out of high school, bro. As soon as you turn 18, she says, "Bro, let me turn in my OnlyFans application." No, F school, F trade, screw entrepreneurship. Actually, they kind of count that as entrepreneurship, but it's not. You're working for, I'm be real with you, you got a pimp, and it's your OF manager, and it's OnlyFans. So I don't know about entrepreneurship, but I guess, right? Let's see this. All right, let's think about it like this. A male athlete using his body to make money, is he really seen as an entrepreneur? No, not really. He's just a well-paid athlete. So we just call you a well-paid prostitute.
They're saying they want to be models.
Entrepreneurship, though.
What the hell?
But it's crazy how you skipped all that and went straight to prostitution. I mean, so many options as a woman, man. You could have been a wife. I mean, you could have been a doctor, a lawyer. You could have been in trades. I mean, damn it, you could have been out here doing one of the manly jobs, but you chose prostitute. I just don't get it. Shit, at least you ain't my sister, man. Shit, at least you ain't my sister, daughter, or any woman in my family. That's all that matters to me.
Oh, you know, that I think they had a show on E with Hugh Hefner, and he had 3 girlfriends. Now the women are like, we like that. Paris Hilton's out. We like that. We want to be her. So now they're wanting to be this, exploring their sexuality a little bit more, being sexually free.
When did Kim have the sex tape again with Ray?
Kim, that was probably late 2009, 2007.
Yeah, like 2007 around there.
But Paris Hilton was before that.
Yeah. So would it be fair to say that like this hookup culture like began basically in 2010, where women were now indiscriminately, well, they're discriminate, but to a degree,
right?
Where it's like mass, where they're starting to hook up with guys.
They're exploring their sexual freedom.
Because I remember it would be on reality TV a little bit. Like I remember like Jersey Shore and The Real World and all this stuff. Like you would see hookup culture there.
Yeah.
Maybe that was something reserved for television entertainment. Now you're saying now we're saying like normies are doing it now.
The normal woman is now going, I want to get my hair pulled.
Gotcha.
Where before it was like a type of woman. So the woman can say, there's good girls out here, but now the normal woman's going,
gotcha.
I'm gonna match with this guy.
And this is one that goes into my point when people always say, oh, all they talk to is them OF models and all that good stuff. And I stay saying, I'm like, yo, you understand that like most girls look up to these women. I know it may sound crazy, but yes, most girls look up to these OF models who are flashing a lot of money online and all that good stuff. Most girls do look up to the strippers who are bringing home stacks of ones and looking like they're living a fast lifestyle. Women do look up to these bad examples of women and they want to be them. So when he does say that, yo, even the good women are now doing bad women behavior, is because they see the life and they're looking up to it. It's like the sad thing is we don't have enough good women out here that women could look up to, but we got all the bad women in the world that these women could look up to. And I'm talking about across all races.
He just gonna come through, beat the brakes off of me, and then go. But sex was more free. I think it was like 60s free love. Hookup culture was free love, right? It allowed an opportunity for regular women to find the guy they want to bang, the dangerous guy, the bad guy, but not put relationship restrictions on him.
Okay.
At the same time, she's dating me, you, and telling us we need to date them, wait 90 days, want to get married. So she's playing both sides.
So women are also starting to date multiple men now. They're having rosters.
They got rotations.
Now they're getting rosters.
Yeah.
Versus they couldn't do that before.
They would lose
because the social circle would find out.
Everybody would find out because I could be like, go to church. Hey, what about Tiffany? Oh man, don't mess with Tiffany. Right now, Tiffany could be out there, but over here, and then also dating over here.
So what would you say? You mentioned a bunch of different dating apps, social media, whatever. But what do you think was the biggest contributor to the hookup culture that began in the 2010s?
Tinder and Instagram. But
yep, Tinder for sure. No, it was really just Tinder. Instagram was more of it was a long shot. It was a long shot to follow a girl on Tinder and then to throw in the DMs. I'm not gonna lie, that's not the strongest position to come from in an attraction, right? But and that's Instagram. I mean, like, bro, if a girl hits you up in your DMs, I mean, bro, you in there. You hit a girl up in her DMs, I mean, you're kind of already coming from the low point. Low key. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But on Tinder, it evened it out. I mean, y'all both liked each other's picture. It's not like you're the only person who showed attraction. When you shoot your shot in the DM, you automatically show attraction that she has yet to show. But in Tinder, though, you both liked each other's photo. That's the only way y'all matched. So attraction was already shown on both sides, so there's less BS in between.
Instagram wasn't what it was today.
Yeah.
Instagram was a photo filter app.
What about Facebook? Because Facebook is still popular at this point, but when people use it for?
Facebook is a facade. People want to put their best. So people wasn't out there hoeing on Facebook.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you might cheat on your wife on Facebook.
It's more family.
It's more family oriented. I'm a good person. Here I am.
What about MySpace? Because MySpace was a thing too.
MySpace and Black Planet was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing.
Black Planet?
It was called Black Planet. Yeah, back in the day. That was now Black Planet. See, can I go even further?
Yeah. Okay, I don't even know what the hell is Black Planet.
Whatever the Black community does, the greater society will do 5, 10, 15 years down the line.
Yeah.
So the debauchery started with Black people on Black Planet. That came out of Freaknik. So Black Planet was a place where the was on. And MySpace was kind of along right around the same time. So, but you still weren't really meeting a girl on MySpace and banging her. It was just some girl out there going,
just chatting.
Yeah, you just chatting with her, and you really wasn't like, okay, fly out, drive out. I'm gonna go see you. She was just a woman out there. Whereas in 2010, 12, 13, Instagram started to become before. And a lot of you guys don't remember this. There weren't celebrities on Instagram.
No, there
okay. It was there were Instagram celebrities. There were people that were popular. They started getting popular on Instagram. Celebrities still were like, oh, speak to my publicist.
Right.
They would go out and get a paparazzi.
That's a very important distinction.
Very.
That you this whole internet influencer was not a thing. It wasn't real. Like you're right. Like the real celebrities were your traditional celebrities.
Yep. Personal trainers.
Yeah.
It really, like, girls weren't dotting. I think at the time it was the whole duck lip.
Yep.
Like, there were those girls.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see women getting attention doing, scantily clad, like it's kind of, today it would be innocent. Like, you're like, that's what was pop. Yeah. But women started to get a little bit more, like, women had to be doing something. They had to be a personal trainer, scantily clad. They couldn't just be like this.
Yeah.
But that changed, 2017, 18.
You know what we'll do? We could do that because the 2010s are so goddamn revolutionary for dating. We can go from 2010 to 2015, then up to 2020.
Real quick.
Oh god.
Lomas D12 says 2012 was the beginning of the end for dating.
It was pretty much. You could just say that was the year it was done.
Okay. So hookup culture was the defining situation. All right, so now we're in 2015. Trump is
it was like hookup culture, then Trickmaster Central. What I mean by Trickmaster Central is like you went from girls just hooking up recklessly to girls like pretty much saying, yo, yeah, you gotta pay for the P now, man. Yeah, you got paid to play. Yeah, that was quite the twist to me. I'm talking about girls that used to be easy. Talking about, hey, I need $100. And you're like, ooh, you on that now?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I done disrespected yourself.
About to run for president. So what are some of the differences now at this point in 2015?
I think by that time, celebrities are on Instagram. So now this is the blue check mark. So now if you don't, you know what I mean? So now if you don't have a blue check mark, you shit out of luck. And how do you get the blue check mark? How do you get a major following? Instagram, like, it's hard to build your Instagram following if you're not a celebrity.
Yeah. So now this is the rise of internet celebs now.
Internet celebs.
So I remember when I came to the space, people said Instagram's not a dating app. You're crazy. You're trying to sell a course. I'm like, no, this is the new matter for dating. And it's funny because the blue check mark meant something back in the day.
It meant something.
It meant you're an actual celebrity, verifiable.
The legacy check.
This is actually you.
Yep.
Nowadays, what is it? It's a statement to say I can buy it. That's pretty much it.
And guess who was mad at that? Celebrities.
Yeah.
They were mad because now we can put ourselves on par and their check doesn't mean anything anymore because I can pay.
I'll be honest, bro. Me and him both had legacy verifications. We were pissed.
Right.
We're like, what the fuck, bro?
Go. Yeah, because now I can get in. Yeah. And be like, because I think I was kind of, how do I get a blue check mark? Yeah.
I think what was it? I think you had to like apply for it and they had to like pretty much look you up. Like you had to be good, like verifiably Googled. Like if they can't Google you, you ain't getting that blue check mark. That's kind of what it came down to. If I can't Google your name, you ain't getting no blue check mark, dog.
Because they were hard to get, dude.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's very hard to get.
Back in the day, you needed a publicist or you needed a bunch of articles with a bunch of press to get that actual check.
For real.
Nowadays, you just pay what, $12?
$12 a month, you get a check. Yeah, exactly.
Done.
So, but
I was pissed.
Right. Because you paying a lot of money to get it.
Because I had the real check.
Yeah. So
you needed like press or like actual articles and shit like that. And dude, I had like so many articles of them talking shit like Fox News, misogynist, whatever the fuck.
Right. So that's how you get verified. But today you don't have to do that. But back in 2016,
and Vine was huge too. I forgot to mention this. Vine, like a lot of these like big celebs that we have now, internet celebrities.
Yep.
A lot of them started like the Logan Pauls, etc.
They were Viners. Yeah, they were Vine. Vine was big.
To our point, Lomas super chat again. He said,
"Oh, Vine was funny as hell when it came out. I mean, like, bro, Vine was lit. It was funny. It was lit. The jokes. It kind of introduced us to that short form jokes, that short format content, and how lit it could be. Because 7 seconds, boy, bro, they had to stretch that because 7 seconds was not enough. But it was actually astounding how entertaining people could be within that 7 second window. That was the beauty of Vine.
Only NBA players can get girls on Instagram. Every girl I message on Instagram ignored me.
Well, who is Lomas? I don't know who he is.
You ugly nigga, man.
You're right. Exactly. Let me tell you something.
I don't know what to tell you. You probably ugly nigga, bro.
What Fresh was talking about. Fresh said Instagram is the number one dating app in the world.
100%.
It's the number one dating app in the world. It trumps any of them by far. Now, the problem is we're talking about monetize now. You're going to have some lifestyle money to be able to very much do well on Instagram or be fit.
And for us as men, it's competition. Right. No matter where you look, who is the best man that I can find in my area to date? But Instagram is worldwide now. So you're competing against Odell Beckham, a Drake, a Future. It's like, bro, these niggas got the majority of women feeding after them. And you're a regular guy with a regular job posting selfies in the mirror like, huh.
So would you say,
what you gonna do? Go ahead. But you know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
Where guys don't understand, Drake will fuck a 5 in your area.
Bro.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
bro.
But you're looking at her saying, she ain't
we got a
that.
5 right now that we're going to put on camera soon.
You're like,
yeah, we got a video react to after this, guys.
Coach, yo, coach, that's genius.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Niggas be like, oh, bro, I only fuck baddies, I only fuck 10s. I'm like, really? Let me see your 10. Oh, nah, bro, nah.
Right.
But then when they go actually see them in person, bro, they're fucking 4s or 3s.
That's the other thing.
But then they see you, oh, I'm gonna hit on this nigga. Oh, she's a 5 or 6.
Right.
To bring you down.
Yeah, right.
But no, nigga.
Right.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Let me capping, bro.
Exactly.
It's funny, though.
So now we're in 2015. So in 2015, you're saying we're starting to get the shift in the rise of the e-celebrity.
The e-celebrity.
Yeah. Because Vine at this point is like, was Vine still around 2015? I think it had just started.
I believe.
I thought it might be started phasing out.
Yeah, I think it started because I think it came out 2013-ish.
Yeah.
And then it's maybe started phasing out.
17, 18. I think Twitter bought it at one point.
Yeah. But Instagram is mainstream now. Everyone got an Instagram.
Everybody got it.
You don't got an Instagram, what the fuck's wrong with you?
What?
Yeah.
We're banned, so yeah.
Yeah, I would say, we're banned now. Maybe we'll come back. But yeah, at this point, so you're starting to see Instagram, like if you don't got Instagram, people look at you like you're weird.
Right.
So we start to see the rise of social media. What else do you think, I guess, from 2015s? Well, actually, you know what? Compare and contrast it to the 80s and 90s.
Okay, so now let me
there
tell
we
you
go.
something.
Yeah.
A woman could not get married. Like that couldn't be her goal. She can push off. She can say, hey, I got my 20s. I'm gonna live out my 20s. I'm gonna have fun. You're starting to see this fly out element where people are going to Dubai. Oh, where are they going for? Now we know they're getting doo-dooed on, right, by a sheik. But for the most part, women are looking at it like I have extended life. The options just aren't in front of me anymore. Mm-hmm. And for men, you're seeing that men are going, okay, I don't have a blue check mark. I don't have a physique, 6-pack abs. I don't have, a nice car. And we're seeing women give these guys attention. And we're seeing men going, I can't compete with that. So this is the whole 80-20 rule being lived out.
True. It's either some dudes can't compete with it or they refuse to compete. It's sometimes it's a refusal. It's like, all right, the 6-pack abs you can change. Like you can get that, the money, you can get that. Now if a girl start talking about she want tall dudes and all that, now I ain't gonna lie, she might have a beat on that one, G. Like that's genetics. You can't help that. But the other two you can help. I mean, come on now. You'll be all right.
In front of everybody. But hookup culture is going to start to phase out at this point. So I would say hookup culture really only lasted really till about 2020 COVID. So 2012 to 2020.
Or, for those who don't really care about the abs, the big arms, the big shoulders and all that, you can get that. Come on now. We all know girls do like, a decently in shape guy. You don't got to be the most in shape, but you do get, you ain't got to be no bodybuilder or no movie star, but you do got to be in good shape. Now, let's be real though. The good shape you can't just be all in good shape, but you're broke or you're ugly. Don't really work like that. But I don't know, man. I seen some guys get some stuff off. Let's just say that. I seen some ugly dudes get some stuff off.
20 was hookup culture where you could be like, I'm getting sex.
No money.
Okay.
No money.
All right. Now let's get into 2020 now.
2020.
Because this is also a big shift from the.
Yep. So you got COVID. Everybody's at home.
Yeah.
They're on their phones. They're on YouTube. They're on social media.
Dating app had a huge jump and social. Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's going crazy. You start people. Well, COVID, you start seeing women more latch on to try to get a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because they're at home more. They want somebody. I call them a quarantine boo.
Yeah.
Right. They can quarantine with some dudes, but at the same time, you're also seeing women still out there, using their 20s to fuck around.
Yep. and hustling and monetizing.
So now we got
because a lot of them lost work.
Yes, they
like
lost
a lot
work.
of these women that were like bartenders or like strippers or any of this stuff where they like monetized their beauty.
Yep.
And they had to go somewhere to do it.
Damn.
Now they don't have a job.
Now they have a job. So now OnlyFans started 2016, but it's still.
So let's make all the normal women lose their jobs so they start hoeing on camera. Interesting. I mean, damn, that actually could work. I mean, like, look, there's a lot of beautiful women that don't even know they're that beautiful. So when they hop on, so I mean, you tell me if they use COVID, so these women would sit there, hop on camera, and figure out that they can make thousands of dollars online all of a sudden. Yeah, I can see the ploy on that. The problem is when you get all women trying to be like that one beautiful girl. When I'm be real with you, all right, 10 girls start OnlyFans today. About only 3 of them will actually make, I would say, like pay the bill or life-changing money. The rest of them is gonna make chump change or at least like $300 a month. Like I said, if 10 start, only 3 are gonna do well. Because I'm be like, come on now, like it's almost like the same thing with men. It's like, bro, probably like 20% of men are attractive. Well, maybe like 30% of women are attractive.
It was like,
well, attractive enough to make money off of them. Attractive enough to make money. I'll say that.
I would say sugar dating became huge too at this point.
So at this point, now they're overtly sugar daddying. It was like a joke before. Oh, I'm gonna get me a rich guy. Yeah. Now you're seeing them do it. So seeking arrangements is 2018, 2019. Mm-hmm. Women are losing their jobs. Young women, they're not going to school because of COVID. So now you're seeing it overtly being lived out. So I call it the monetized dating marketplace right around COVID.
Also, back then, there were scouts going to strip clubs, going to clubs, trying to find girls that were working. So you know what? Stop this shit. The OnlyFans, I'll manage you.
Oh, wow.
Constantly.
Oh, yeah, the rise of OnlyFans too.
Yeah.
Yeah, rise of OnlyFans.
A lot of people forget that OnlyFans has been around since like 2016.
Yep.
But it became huge in 2020 because all these girls that made money being bottle girls, strippers, dancers, everything else like that. Now they're like, damn, I need to make money. Yep. So they get on OnlyFans. Like every dancer, every stripper did OnlyFans.
You had to.
They
because you don't have any means to be able to go out there and earn. So you got a sugar daddy, you got OnlyFans. So now what happened was guys started to see it. At this point, we're popular. Mm-hmm. You're popular. You're flowing, right? Yeah. At that point, we're already doing this type of content. We're exposing this.
YouTube was huge too. Like, well, I mean, like, basically, I would say 2020 was a turning point where a lot of people started to shift to watch their favorite content creator versus television.
Correct.
Like we started to see the mainstream media die a bit. Trump had already been doing this too, calling it fake news for 4 years.
Yep.
Right. So we're starting to see the rise of independent media, the rise of people using the internet and watching their favorite influencer versus like television.
Yep.
But yeah, sorry, continue.
Well, I remember I went to right when COVID hit. My channel's already out. I'm over 100,000 subs. Yeah. But I'm going to Best Buy during COVID, and people are buying lights, cameras, microphones. Like, so people becoming influencers.
Yeah.
Women, men, couples, families. So everybody's TikTok is now, gaining traction. So now people want to be. Now you're a celebrity.
YouTube became super because like I remember like dudes used to just record with their iPhone and put videos up on some bullshit, bro. If you try to do that shit now, like and you're new, if you're already in the game and you can get away with it. Yeah. But like let's say you're new and you're just making a channel, bro. It ain't gonna cut it. You just sitting there with your phone.
I remember Best Buy. Used to go buy
like bro, the operation cost for starting a YouTube got more expensive. Like back in the day, you could just chill on your phone, talk ish, and get some views. You never know. You might say the right thing to go viral. But nowadays, like, now you need the camera, you need the lights, you need the cute little mic. Yeah, you need the essentials. It got more expensive. It's almost like, I'm gonna say this, like, well, being a rapper, right? Back in the day, you could have been broke as hell, but as long as you had talent, you could become a rapper. Now in the days, you kind of got to come with the money. You already got to be showing money, flashing money on camera and on your music videos before you can even become an actual rapper. It's like, I guess the entry price then rose up, or I guess, the cost of entry.
Cameras back in the day, it was
so competitive.
Sold out. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, hold on. Camera sold out, lights sold out. How's this possible?
How?
I want to be a creator.
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, bro, during the I couldn't get a fucking
you couldn't get roll mics.
You couldn't get roll mics. You couldn't get cam links. Cam links. I remember.
That's right.
Bro,
yeah.
So for everyone watching this, right? If you want to stream, one of your best friends that you're gonna need, if you don't have a switcher, which most people don't use switchers, that's a bit more sophisticated when you got multiple cameras. Yeah. But what you would do if you have one camera and you're streaming, you use a cam link, and that cam link, what it basically does is it connects your computer to the camera. And I will never forget, Elgato had these cam links, bro. They were selling them for like triple the price because you couldn't get it. And then the lights, the lights, You couldn't get those either. Elgato
Yeah,
lights.
remember the Elgato lights?
You couldn't get those?
You couldn't even get them. I had to buy like 5 of them at once,
bro.
Yeah,
because now you guys are bringing back like memories. Because at this point, I remember I had to buy all the equipment for the studio when we did our studio,
right.
And I remember everything being hard to find and expensive. I was like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, you're right, because you start to see people get into being in content.
To be honest, I think we kind of, well, me and Key, we kind of got into this. Look, and I'm gonna tell you this: we got into this on the downturn, like when podcasting was kind of on the downturn, so everybody really wasn't getting this stuff. So I ain't gonna lie, when we started buying and setting up everything was kind of on the low. It was almost as it was just meant to be. I know, right? Well, my bad, wrong sound, but yes, it was almost like it was just meant to be, like the stars were aligning, right? You know, a beautiful love story. And then, you know, shit got crazy, you know, took off, being a lot more busier. Now you got to spend like 4 to 5 hours on stream. And now you got to deal with taxes and stuff. I know, right?
Christian. And then also you're starting to see like television companies, news broadcasters, etc. They're getting on YouTube now.
So
they're not.
I don't know if you remember that YouTube around 2019 tried to sell out all the YouTubers.
What was that, the apocalypse, or this before our time?
Yeah, it was after the apocalypse. But what happened was, like, Jimmy Kimmel and all of these corny ass people, YouTube started to favor them right before COVID. So YouTube was like, hey, the mainstream people want to be over here. And then right before COVID, all those people, like these late night show guys, they started Trevor Noah.
Fucking
they started
bitch ass liberal South African. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So these people started to get on YouTube. But what happened was COVID hit and shut down their production because they would just shoot it from their studio.
And they're in LA.
And
they had the worst restrictions.
So now YouTube had to pivot back to Kevin Samuels. They had to pivot back to the regular YouTube.
Yep.
Because they was ready to sell us out. I said that in 2019. They was ready to sell us.
Good